Hello, hello. So today I am going to talk to you about how to buy a home and the first step, which is pre-approval. Basically, all this means is you're going to talk to a lender and figure out how much money they're willing to lend you for your home purchase. Now, you might be wondering, why do I need to do this as step one? Like, can't I go look at houses and then later on figure out the money side of it? And in some markets, that might totally be possible to wait a few days, sort of figure it out. But here in the Treasure Valley of Idaho, things are moving really quickly, even in the last month. Right now, the stats for average days on market in Ada County, a home is on average on the market 33 days, and in Canyon County, 37 days. So just over a month, even with all the craziness going on. So it's really important to make sure that you're ready. A lot of the time, these homes are selling for even less than that. I do a lot of research in a bunch of different neighborhoods, seeing, how long does it take for different homes to sell. And when something is priced well, it's pretty common to see it go on and off the market within a week. It's that fast. So if multiple people are putting offers in on that same property, it's really desirable. You want to make your offer look as strong as possible. And this is one of the ways to do it. You're basically showing the seller that you're serious about their home because you already have the money ready to go to back your offer. If you and someone else are competing and one person has that pre-qualification and the other one doesn't, then it makes one person seem like a stronger offer than the other, even if everything else is equal. So it's really important to start out your home search journey with getting that pre-qualification, pre-approval. I'm sort of using them interchangeably. There is a slight difference. Technically, you're going to want a pre-approval because that's them saying definitely, here's how much money we're giving you. Whereas a pre-qualification is just saying, you meet our standards, you meet the qualification standards, but you want the pre-approval. Anyway, first thing I'm going to talk about is credit score. This is something that can cause anxiety for a lot of different people, but I promise you it's not as scary as it sounds. There's a wide range of credit scores that you can still get financing. It just might not be as ideal. So your conventional loan, they're going to want you to have at least a 640. If you can have a 740 or anything higher, obviously, no matter what loan product you get, the higher the better. But if you're a little bit lower than that, or maybe your income is a little lower, or maybe there's some mistake in your past, it's totally fine. You can still make it work. It just might take some time. So if you want to get an FHA loan, which is pretty common for first-time home buyers or people with lower income, they're going to want you to have a 580 or above. They do sometimes accept people with lower. They just are going to give you a higher interest rate or maybe higher monthly payments, so it might end up being a little bit more expensive in the long run. If you're not 100% sure where you fall on the spectrum and are you ready to buy a house or should you wait, it's still a good idea to talk to a lender just because they're an expert in this field. They're going to be able to tell you the things that you should prioritize in your own personal situation, let's say paying off one debt over another, that's going to help raise your score more. So that way, even if you're not ready to buy now, they can help get you on track to buy, let's say 6 months from now. They can help you get into the place that you need to be, even if you're not there now. A lot of these people are super friendly and happy to help you, and they want to be the one who's on your team. The other thing that they're going to look at is your debt to income ratio. Basically, how much money you have coming in each month versus how much is going out. They'll look at your car payments, credit card, all of that stuff. But what's really important is to have all the paperwork in hand to show them, here's how much money I'm making. They have this thing called the rule of twos. So you're going to want 2 months of pay stubs. And if your job's been thrown off with all this corona stuff, there's ways to maybe get a earlier pay stub or something like that, even if it's not from this month. Just talk to your lender. Really is a case-by-case basis. Anyway, 2 months of pay stubs, 2 years of W-2s or taxes, and 2 months of bank statements from your bank, something you can print off from them. Once you have all that stuff in order, you'll be able to know exactly how much money you qualify for your home purchase. And this will really help you in your search because you can tailor it to what you can afford. You're not going to fall in love with something that's out of budget. You can make sure that you're only looking at homes that are in your price range. And once you find that home that's in your price range and you love it, you're going to be ready to go to get that offer in and make it strong. So, that's all I have to say about that for now. If you have any more questions, feel free to reach out to me if you want clarification or any recommendations on lenders. I will say that sometimes the online lenders can be kind of sketchy, so just make sure you're careful about that. It's always a better idea to have a branch that's in person. But beyond that, I hope you all have a great week and thanks for watching.